Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth, and I am back here to do another reading for divine feminines in separation from their divine masculine. And this is for Water Sign Collective, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And this is for the month of February. And this is more of a specific read. This is for those that divine feminine water signs that have been not only in separation from their divine masculine, but have not heard anything. There's been no communication. And for those of you that have had some communication with your divine masculine in separation, this might register with you as well. But this is for the month of February, and the deck I am using is my favorite deck, actually. It's the Tarot Universal Dali, which is by the artist Salvador Dali. This is a deck that was introduced to me around 1990. It's exquisite. So why don't we get started here, and we're going to look at the recent past, and we're going to start with where you guys have been recently with the Nine of Swords. This is a card of anxiety and stress and feeling overwhelmed, not being able to sleep, feeling emotionally tangled, and having a lot on your mind. So perhaps you're, in the recent past, you guys have been thinking about the divine masculine and separation and feeling a bit stressed out about it. But what's interesting is you have clarifying the Nine of Swords is the Emperor, which came up in my other divine feminine separation from the divine masculine reading for air signs. And this is a major arcana card. The Emperor is the card of the father, the one that takes responsibility, the one in charge. This is the father figure. And so in your recent past, there may have been, with the Emperor clarifying the Nine of Swords, this need to try not to let what happened with the divine feminine get the best of you with this Emperor energy of taking responsibility and trying not to stress out over this separation, especially if you're feeling as if, you did something wrong here. It's clear to me with the Emperor card that the divine masculine might have been a bit arrogant. Perhaps he had other responsibilities and departed from you because of his other responsibilities to family, children, parents, who knows. But that's what I'm seeing in your recent past here. And we're moving into where you guys are now, and we have the Four of Wands, which is the energy of completion. It's an energy of ending a cycle, starting a new cycle. It's a celebration energy. So this is actually, you guys may be in a good place in your life right now as far as, doing things for yourself that bring joy into your life. Embracing the people in your life that want to be with you, spending time with people that enjoy your company, and with that clarifying card here, we have strength. And this is another major arcana card. And so for some of you divine feminine water signs, you have embraced, I think, the people in your life that make you feel good about yourself with the strength card. It's facing your fears, overcoming the past, focusing on what you have to what you're bringing to the table, so to speak. And it's moving forward, again, when you're facing your fears and you're overcoming the past, you're with the Four of Wands, embracing what's coming in, something new. For some of you, and we will clarify these cards, it could be the possibility of someone new coming in, or the possibility of a new relationship, or at least the idea of meeting somebody new. Okay, so as we move into your immediate future, we have another major arcana card here, which is Temperance. Now, in general, Temperance is about moderation. It's about finding your way. It's about finding a balance between the extremes in your life by bringing temperance or balance, an emotional balance into your life. Okay, so it's finding in your immediate future, it's coming to terms with your emotions and balancing your emotions. And interestingly enough, we have the Moon, another major arcana card, clarifying the Temperance card. Now, the Moon card in general is a card about clouded perception. Okay, this is a card where things, we see symbols, we see synchronicities, and, we're just wondering what it's all about. and sometimes our fears and illusions, can hold us back from moving forward, making decisions. Sometimes there's this, when we're conflicted emotionally, it can cause us to be, it can cloud our perception. There can be misunderstandings, and you may feel guided by fate to reevaluate your past so that you can let it go. So this is a period with the Temperance card and the Moon where you're taking your time, reevaluating the past, reevaluating whatever irrational behavior in the past that perhaps clouded your judgment or clouded your divine masculine's judgment. You're in a position in your life right now where in the immediate future, you're trying to get past this idea of, losing faith in love, because of what the divine masculine and separation may have done. You're coming to terms with this emotional crisis, and finding a way to deal with it. That's what I am seeing in your immediate future. It's a lot of stuff to deal with, but I do feel that as you're moving forward, you're finding a way to move on. So the next card is the card of action or activation, and we have another major arcana card here. This is the Magician, and this is again for the energy of action, and this is manifestation. This is making things happen. It's a major arcana card. So the universe is supporting the changes in your life that you want to make. I mean, it's a card of putting it all out there on the table, just like the Magician here. This is actually Salvador Dali. And in front of him, he has his table with everything he needs, to manifest what he needs, whether it's magically or emotionally or everything in your life here. It's about putting it all out there and making it happen. You're making shit happen. Okay. And the action card with the Magician is moving forward and clarifying. Interestingly enough, we have clarifying the Magician. We have the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is literally about the ending of something. It's being done with something. So for some of you divine feminine water signs, you're in a position where you want to let go of this connection to this divine masculine. It's caused you far too much pain. Ten of Swords is a painful card. And so you are letting it go. You are moving on. It's, again, interestingly enough, the end of a cycle. Just like with the Four of Wands, except it is painful. I understand it because this is painful. But in order for you to move forward, you've got to let this go. And that's letting the past go. As painful as it might be, what I'm getting with the divine masculine here is his inability to communicate appropriately because of his own lack of I think his own lack of judgment, his own lack of responsibility. He's not taking any responsibility for anything that he's done to you. If anything, your divine masculine and separation is deliberately avoiding taking any responsibility at this time. And as we move into the next set of cards, the next energy for this month, we've got people coming into your energy in the month of February. And what we have here is the Empress, which is another major arcana card. She's beautiful. And this is a card as far as people are concerned. It's attracting what we want in our lives. The Empress is mother, fertility, love. Okay. It's nurturing. So there's this energy of people around you in the month of February that are here for you, that, whether it's your mother, whether it's a friend, a sister, you're attracting some lovely energy this month as far as people in your life that want to step up to the plate, and show you that they do care. And also what I'm picking up is with your divine masculine, he does still see you as this beautiful feminine, energy in his life. And even though he's not communicating with you, what's clarifying the card, interestingly enough, is the Prince of Cups, which is the offer of love. I believe this divine masculine in separation still has warm feelings for you, still has feelings of love for you, but with this immature energy of the Knight of Cups, there's an emotional immaturity to this energy, to this, your divine masculine either is younger than you for some of you, or he's just really emotionally incredibly immature, because this is emotional immaturity. The idea of him reaching out to you, it's there, but there's this immature energy here, so. And also what I'm getting here too is he still cares about you, but not enough to be mature about it, not enough to step up and take the appropriate action. I'm also picking up that the idea of ending this chapter with him and opening the doors to something new is it's a possibility that you could be meeting somebody new in February that you click with, that you connect with. But as what I'm picking up here is with the divine masculine that you're in separation from, I feel that he does still care. I just feel like he's not doing anything about it. I just feel like he's completely stagnant. And we'll clarify these cards, because moving into your hopes and your fears, we do have the King of Cups, okay? And um, this is a caretaker. This is hopes and fears energy. So this is your desire to have your divine masculine show you the affection you desire. This is your desire to have him step up to the plate. So, there are some of you that still have feelings for your divine masculine and want him to be affectionate. You want him to, there are still unresolved feelings there, unfinished business. And hopes and fears, clarifying the King of Cups, is the Chariot. And this is a major arcana card about having control. In your divine masculine, I feel for some of you, he needs to be in control. There's an energy, and this is water sign energy, Cancer energy. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But I feel like with this energy, he wants to be in the driver's seat. But I also feel like for you guys, moving forward is a good idea. Being in emotional control and not letting him manipulate you in any way. Now, the other hit I am getting is that you may be dealing with a divine masculine who, with the Chariot card, might be at a distance. He might travel. There may be traveling involved for him. But if there is distance between you two, and there has been, let's say there's been, you haven't communicated with him in 3, 4, 5 months, 6 months even, or longer, the idea of him moving in your direction. Again, I pick up that he's thinking about you, but he's not taking, I don't know, he's contemplating taking action, but I don't know if he is. I really don't. I feel like for you guys, you could stay stuck with this because he's not taking the action that, I feel like there's so many different scenarios that I'm getting. One scenario is that your divine masculine in separation is thinking about you, that you're on his mind, that every so often he thinks about reaching out to you. But I also feel like with the Ten of Swords energy and the moon here, that he doesn't have the courage. He doesn't have it in him to confront you, to talk to you, to message you, to reach out to you in any way. And so moving forward, and again, we will clarify these cards, but moving forward into the outcome, we have for you guys the Three of Wands. And this is a card of focusing on it's getting things done. It's your ships are out to sail here. You're moving forward with your life. This is a lovely energy of focusing on career, finances, other business, your family, your children, your career. This is about making choices and redirecting your energy with something that will manifest with the Three of Wands. Okay, and clarifying this card, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is about taking inventory. It's doing the hard work, and watching your work manifest, watching your work grow. If you're investing your time in a business, then your hard work is paying off with the Three of Wands. You're noticing with the Three of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. You're taking your time and investing your time in yourself, in your business, in your career, in your family, in your children, in you're redirecting your energy and not focusing on this divine masculine. Okay, so that's actually kind of positive. You're redirecting your energy and focusing it on the things in your life that can bring you joy, bring you happiness, turn your investments around. Now, we are going to clarify these cards. Okay, so where am I going to start? Let's see here. Why don't we start into the immediate future with the Temperance card and the Moon. Okay, so in your immediate future, we're going to clarify why Temperance is here with the Moon. Okay, so as I'm shuffling my cards, I am asking my guides and guardian angels to please be as accurate and as evidential as possible. Please clarify Temperance for me, Spirit. and the moon for my water sign divine feminines in separation from their divine masculine. What is the clarification of the temperance card and the moon, please, Spirit? Okay. All right. So we have 6 of Wands. Okay. This is an energy of victory and success. So you guys are in a position, okay, probably in your immediate future where you're overcoming, this, you're taking the inventory, and even though you may be feeling a little bit out of sorts with the moon, having that clouded perception, you're overcoming this idea of being conflicted, and you're overcoming this crisis of faith by achieving your personal goals. Okay, so there's this idea of not letting this divine masculine and separation step on your goals, interfere with your life anymore. It's not holding you back. You're moving forward. Let's pull another card on the Temperance card and the Moon. Because again, when I look at the Moon card, it makes me think of, moving forward and wanting to make decisions, but your submerged fears are causing some type of maybe irrational behavior or clouded perception, and I mean, our uncertainties and our fears, they can hold us back. And you don't want to be held back anymore, especially with the 6 of Wands saying, heck no, I'm moving forward. Okay, I'm not going to let this person hold me back anymore. So as we move forward into the action energy of the Magician and the 10 of Swords, I'm clarifying the Magician, please, for the activation energy, and the 10 of Swords, Spirit. What is this energy being clarified with the Magician and the 10 of Swords? Let's see, what's up here? Activation, action energy, Magician, 10 of Swords. Okay, we've got the Queen of Swords. This is an independent woman who is incredibly intelligent. She can take care of herself just fine. She's wielding her sword. She's protecting herself. So she knows exactly what to say. And with the Magician and the 10 of Swords being clarified with the Queen of Swords, she knows that this divine masculine and separation, she understands that it's over. In her mind, she can't go back. And so you might be the universe is kind of giving you this support system that you need with the Queen of Swords to move forward now, to not hold on to this. I mean, especially with the Magician, it's a very powerful card of manifestation. So the idea of being single for a little bit and the idea of letting the past go so you can move forward makes sense at this time. And I'm just going to pull one more card here just to clarify the Magician and the 10 of Swords, please, Spirit. One more card with the Queen of Swords. We have the Magician, the 10 of Swords, and what is it with the Queen of Swords, Spirit? Okay, so we've got, this is reversed. 9 of Pentacles reversed. This came out in my last reading too. Some of you are resisting being single. The 9 of Pentacles reversed is don't want to be single, don't want to do this. Also, it's, you're being given this opportunity. If the 9 of Pentacles was upright, I would say you're happy about being single. You're happy about focusing on your career, focusing on making some money, focusing on your endeavors in general. But when it's reversed, again, I don't often read reversed, but you're still in a position where you are single, but you don't want to be single, and you're still kind of dealing with this 9 of Pentacles reversed energy. It's not being grateful what you have. And with the Queen of Swords, she's kind of helping you guys realize that you have so much more ahead of you. Stop looking behind. Stop holding on to the idea of this divine masculine and separation coming back. If anything, I feel like even if he wanted to come back, he's very stubborn. I feel like your divine masculine is a stubborn, arrogant person who is unable to get out of his or her own way. All right, now moving forward into people in the future, we have, remember, the Empress coming into the energy of people, coming into your energy in February, and the King of Cups. So let's clarify the Empress. This card turned right over. So we have the King of Cups, the King of Pentacles. So this is business-related energy. I feel like you guys are in a position with other people to make money, to find a way to improve your finances. This is a methodical energy. The King of Pentacles in general, if this has anything to do with your divine masculine and separation, he's taking his sweet time. He's not, you're on his mind. He's thinking of you. He's remembering the relationship. This is like Taurus, Virgo, energy, Capricorn. And again, it's a methodical, slow thinking kind of energy, and he's thinking of you, but it's more like a memory. It's not so much, well, what is he going to do about it? But he's thinking about it, but he's not doing anything about it. So again, I feel like you're divine masculine. I'm going to pull another card here, clarifying this card with the Empress and the Knight of Cups. One more card, please, Spirit. What's going on here with other people in the environment here in the month of February? One more card on the Empress and the King of Cups. So we have the Page of Swords. So we have an immature energy here with somebody that literally, with this energy here, I mean, your divine masculine separation could be younger than you, or just really emotionally immature. This is an emotional immaturity, someone who doesn't think before they speak. So he may be, your divine masculine could be looking at your social media page, which is something that I've seen before. He could be contemplating reaching out to you, thinking about what to say, but there's an element of immaturity to this guy, okay, to this divine masculine and separation. Moving forward, we have the outcome of the Three of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. So I'm going to clarify the Three of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. So what is this about with this divine masculine and separation? Actually, let's go to the King of Cups. King of Cups and the Chariot. Hold on. These are your hopes and fears. Hopes and fears is about what you'll be thinking and feeling in the month of February. And we've got the Chariot and the King of Cups. So let's pull a card on the Chariot and the King of Cups. What is this about for the month of February and my divine feminine water signs? This card fell right out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 of Swords. You're dealing with a divine masculine who, I mean, this is vacillation, back and forth, back and forth. It's that uncertainty, taking what he can get. I believe from the bottom of my heart that you're divine masculine. Some of you guys are dealing with a divine masculine that's really sneaky, really cunning. Okay, I think that he could be a liar. I think this is someone who lies. I think this is someone, the way I'm reading this energy, especially with the Chariot and the King of Cups, he can be very charming, but he can't make up his mind. This is a man who cannot make up his mind. So if you've been in separation with this divine masculine for a while now, and you're still waiting, and there's no way for you to reach out to him, I'm telling you to move on, because he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. I think he's afraid of his own shadow. And that's that energy there. And moving on finally with the last set of cards, the Three of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. Let's clarify the outcome for February. Let's see what's up with the Three of Wands. Spirit, please tell me. Three of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. Come on, Spirit. Three of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. One more card. Oh, this one slipped right out. Wow, look at that. Two Cups. This is interesting. I mean, this is love, this is companionship, this is relationship. So you guys are going to be focusing in the month of February on your career, your finances, moving forward, manifesting, taking inventory of the work that you've done and bringing some success to your career. And this is bringing joy to you. I mean, with the Two of Cups, I believe that you're a divine masculine. I truly believe that he is probably still in awe of you. For some of you, he watches you, probably watching you on social media or hearing about you through friends. For some of you, he is in awe of you, but he doesn't feel worthy. And I think he still cares about you, but he just doesn't feel like he's worthy. I'm going to pull another card here, please, Spirit. Tell me more about the Three of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. I pick up that some of you are really focusing on business, career, making money, and this is also the connection with the Three of Wands, the idea, especially with the Three of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. The Three of Wands, is, it's launching your business, launching your ideas, and working hard to make that happen. And I believe your divine masculine in separation is noticing the work that you're doing. I'm pulling another card here. This is the Knight of Cups. So we're dealing with, this is Knight of Cups. So we're dealing with a man. That was Prince. This is Knight. So we're dealing with a man here, your divine masculine, who obviously, look, there's two things happening. This divine masculine is very interested, still has feelings for you, would like to talk to you. I also feel like there's someone new potentially coming in the month of February, potentially water sign for some of you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but keeping your options open. When you do what you love, when you're working, when you're spending time with people that you love, when you're doing the kind of work that brings you joy, when you attract people in your life that bring you joy and bring you happiness. And so, I kind of get that for some of you, the idea of clicking with somebody new could happen in February this month. I'm going to pull one more card to clarify the Three of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Anything more we need to know about this divine masculine and separation? So we have the King of Swords. So he's, this King of Swords here is taking his time. He's thinking, he's contemplating, playing head games. I'm getting head games. He's not making a bold move here, but I feel like with this King of Swords, he's reevaluating and wondering what his next step will be, but he's not taking, he's a lot of talk, but he's not any action. That's what I'm getting. So I feel like with this divine masculine, you're on his mind. He's thinking of you, but he's definitely ambivalent about making any bold moves. I also get this impression that while you're focusing on yourself, your career moving forward, whether it be with your career, your business, your family, just self-improvement, you're attracting somebody new potentially in the month of February, probably maybe March. But that's what I'm getting here. I do believe that your divine masculine is still in a negative headspace, where although he still has feelings for you, he's holding back and hiding and not showing himself. And he might surprise you, perhaps, maybe in the month of February, if for some of you are having, I don't know, not necessarily celebrating anything, but there could be this potential. Maybe he's having a birthday, or maybe you're just on his mind. I'm just pulling one more for the hell of it, just to see what they give me here. And we have the Ace of Swords. So again, with the Ace of Swords, it's this idea of, you're on his mind. He's thinking of you, but, I don't know what he's going to do. I feel like he's still holding back. So for my water sign divine feminines, there could be potential, cryptic messages coming in from your divine masculine and separation. For others of you, you're moving on and away from this narcissist, who I believe some of you are dealing with a divine masculine that is either a narcissist or just a coward, or both. And for some of you, it's you're done. You're not, you're done with this energy. For some of you, you're still holding on to this idea of him coming back, and he may know this. You have to decide what you want to do. Life is really short, and you're in a position to, with the Ten of Swords here, right, to let go, to move on now. Life is really short. Maybe you will have this opportunity with someone new coming in. So you have to make a decision. I feel like the divine masculine really isn't making a bold move here. I feel like if anything, he goes back and forth like the Seven of Swords that showed up. He's vacillating like a seesaw, so either he'll take what he can get, or he'll just watch you from behind the scenes. And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting here. Anyway, we're going to stop here.